Well, just got done biking. Still got the bike suit on because today is about isometric exercise. Welcome. This is Mike from Patriot Health and Fitness. And today we're going to talk about isometric exercises, reducing pain from sitting and not moving. And we're going to start with it's a form of resistance training exercise. It's a really neat way to exercise without any joint movement. And so hang on, ladies and gentlemen, strap in your seatbelts. This is going to be a fairly short video, easy to explain, I hope, but get excited. This is going to ease your aches and pains. Let's hit it. Let's get started. Hi, welcome back. This is Mike DePreckle from Patriot Health and Fitness, and today we're talking about isometric exercise. It's a form of resistance training that does not require any movement, and it's fascinating. And so when you have aches and pains in your joints, in your muscles, this is a great first step to get started towards moving better and with a lot less pain and perhaps without any pain. So let's get started. Again, I promised this video is not going to be very long, but isometric exercises, it sounds like a fancy term, but all it is holding a body position stiff so it can't move. And here is a perfect example. I'm going to wave goodbye. Okay, so typically this is me moving my elbow back and forth, and I have to contract and then relax a muscle in order to create movement. Okay, but an isometric contraction does not require any movement. Well, how do we contract a muscle without movement? We contract the agonist and the antagonist at the exact time, or we contract the muscle on one side of the bone with the muscle on the other side of the bone. Thus, you stiffen it, and if a little child or somebody comes up to you and grabs your arm, you cannot move it. Your elbow is stiff because your bicep here is contracting, and then on the other side, the extensor, it's the opposite muscle, the tricep muscle, is also in flexion. So you cannot move your elbow, and that is called an isometric contraction. There is no movement going on, and I can hold that muscle well for as long as I can until I get fatigued. So now I can wave here, and if I notice this, people, I don't have a lot of fat here on that's mostly skin. Let me show you. There's not a lot. But if I do not flex my tricep, it jiggles, okay? And so maybe when I wave goodbye, maybe not as bad as grandma's, but just a little side note about body fat distribution. The distribution of body fat, here's the $100,000 comment. The distribution of body fat is genetically determined. You can't do a thing about where you gain fat, nor can you do anything about where you lose it, unless you are, and I've seen some direct evidence of this, in very high performance athletes, world-class athletes, they do have some morphing of fat cells to go over the active muscle, such as runners, but it's not as if you're going to see world-class runners with fat legs. You would never see it observationally. You would only see it on a like a DEXA scan, which is a X-ray machine converted into a measurement of body fat, and it can measure body fat down to the gram. And it's a fascinating piece of equipment right there. But you would only be able to determine it with a body fat scan of some sort, test. You would never see it observationally. So body fat distribution is genetically determined. You can't do a thing about where you gain fat, nor can you do anything about where you lose it. So that's an important point regarding exercise patterns, routines, programs where you target your problem areas. Everybody targets their stomach and their butt. Let's face it. There's only 5 things that there's only 3 movements you can do with your stomach, and there's 500 million pieces of equipment, and there's even more programs than that. So I'm getting off on a tangent. So sorry about that. That's a topic for another day. Okay, so let's get into isometric exercise and how it can help somebody with aches and pains. And what I told about this channel is it's going to be devoted towards people with aches and pains and that otherwise are sedentary. They might have heart disease, advanced heart disease, might have diabetes, obese, certainly. Heck, the norm is overweight. More people are overweight than not, by far, in the Western society. So let that sink in for a little bit. But I'm excited to teach about isometric exercises. I'm excited to teach about anything that you can do to improve your physical health and decrease aches and pains so you can have more freedom to move. It's all about freedom, and God knows here in Michigan we need our freedom, and freedom is really important. Freedom to love, freedom to worship, freedom to move your body, freedom to speak your mind. Oh, it's all very endearing, and it all makes you praise God, because that's what makes life worth living. So, isometric exercise. Wore a bike shirt purposely for this because I wanted to show you some joint movements. Isometric exercise works best. You can vary degrees. For example, we're going to start with the elbow. It's a very easy concept for me to show you with the camera. But we're going to kind of go through the rest of the body, because you can do this many more places than just your arm. Okay, so and some will look like muscle man poses, but that's what you're going to do for your torso muscles. Okay, and so let's get started. Like I said, the first is contracting of the bicep and the tricep to make your elbow stiff, so that if somebody tries to move it, a grandkid or somebody like that, they can't move it. Okay, it's stuck. Okay, and then we're going to move about 10 degrees, and we're going to hold that contraction for say 3 to 5 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Okay, and we're going to relax, and then you can we'll talk about the dose after I'm through with showing you these exercises. Okay, so the effective range of motion, and range of motion is the ability of a joint to go from its fullest movement possible through its given joint range. And so, for example, for the elbow joint, its range of motion is generally a flat arm here, and then all the way to, I forget the angle now, 130 degrees, something like that. I forget the angle now. But we don't want to do short motions with regular resistance training, nor do we want to just isolate an isometric contraction at this angle and forget the rest. Okay, we've got different joints, angles to contract our muscles at. Okay, still, when you are contracting your muscles, you are not moving. Okay, so that's the kind of a neat concept, and I hope that pulls people in. I don't want to trick anybody. I do want to be intriguing to try to draw people's interest in, because this stuff works. This stuff is God-given health, to bless us so that we can be the best we can be and live to His potential. Okay, so the ranges here are going to be effective plus or minus 10% of the angle that we use. Okay, so you don't have to, say we're going to hold this 3 to 5 seconds, then hold that 3 to 5 seconds, then hold that 3 to 5. No, you'd be there all night and all day. Okay, well, we might start here, hold it 3 to 5 seconds, then go here 3 to 5 seconds, here 3 to 5 seconds, and then finally we'll go virtually straight or straight and hold it for 3 to 5 seconds. Okay. I didn't think I would do this, but I got my bike shorts on too, so what the heck. Here's my leg and my knee joint. I cannot move it because I'm contracting both my quadricep above the bone and my hamstring below. Okay, so it's frozen. I'm going to hold this contraction for 3 to 5 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Okay, and then I'm going to extend out a little bit more. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, and extend out some more. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Okay, you've got the idea. You can, I want you to do that with obviously both arms, both legs, and the torso is simple. Okay, we're going to kind of, everybody have seen Arnold Schwarzenegger do this. And oh geez, I feel like I'm showing off my muscles, but this is isometric contraction, and I want you to do this. I don't care if you do it in the mirror, do it by yourself. Nobody has to know. Just do it, and it's going to help you get up and off that couch and start moving again. Okay, so here's for your torso exercises. Basically, you are posing and holding your chest muscles, squeezing your chest muscles along with the sides here. So you're getting your lats. You're just trying to get your shoulders as stiff as you can. Okay, and like this, and you hold this again for 3 to 5. 3 to 5 seconds, and then release. And then that's good for your torso muscles. Now the exercise prescription. How often, how long you do it, and how long will this take? How many exercises and so forth? How much time do you do it for? Again, I was mentioning 3 to 5 seconds. That's not a long time, but this is a beginning type of movement, beginning type of instruction for those of you who might be on the couch too long. So I want to get you up and off the couch, but I want you to give you some confidence and give your body some structure, so that when you're up and it's supporting your weight, it's now used to muscular contractions so that it can be more rigid and more solid and help provide a better base for you. Okay, so I want to go back to the first video I did. I mentioned there were 4 things about metabolism, or 4 things about calories. There's 4 ways to burn energy. And I only mentioned 3 of them. I mentioned metabolism, which burns 40 to 60%. ADL, or activities of daily living, which astoundingly is above formal exercise in your ability to burn energy. So it doesn't have to, take a mountain climber to be successful and be healthy. You just have to move. And that's what I'm praying that you do, folks. So 3rd, formal exercise. And 4th, the 4th thing, the thing that I did not mention last week, was thermogenesis, or the act of eating itself, the act of digesting your food and so forth. And it's fairly negligible on a daily caloric output. It only accounts for 10 to 15%. And by the way, that is not the reason why some fitness people or nutritionists recommend eating several meals a day. That might be a small reason, but it doesn't help metabolically. Okay, choices are made healthy through that method, and plus there's a few other great benefits of eating several times a day. But again, that is for a later topic. I kind of want to make this clear cut. It's about isometric exercises. I think I've given you enough today. God bless. Exercise your right to good health, and see you next time on Patriot Health and Fitness. Take care.